Good morning, good morning. It's your girl. It's me, people. And look, this week we are packed with all kinds of things going on. We are talking about Shiloh Hendricks, you know, the one who is badgering that poor little black kid. Yeah, her. Somebody shut her money down. We're going to talk about that. Then, we got to talk about Trumpy. He always accepting things he know he can't. He doing things he know he shouldn't be. Man, it's so much to talk about. I got a new segment. Oh, man, just tune in. It's gonna be fire. The streets is talking. The streets is talking, y'all. The streets is always talking. Look, there's been crazy time. I've been trying to catch every little bit of everything that's happened that was significant. So look, let's get into it. Let's start with the Trumpster so we can get this out the way, the politics, right? So Trump has just been doing some wild things for his first 100 days, just everything. He's destroying everything, right? But now he's receiving gifts from out of the country. Like the ruling family of Qatar is gifting him a brand new, brand new Boeing 747 jumbo jet. It's supposed to replace Air Force One. Did you know we had two of them? I don't kind of trust that because, I feel like this nothing's ever really for free. You feel me? And look, if the Republicans wouldn't have shot down Biden's bill in 2019, which was for critical air controller upgrades, right? And then Elon actually firing 400 people from the FAA. Yeah, and these ain't regular people. We talking about uh, special flight ops, right? We talking about the radar crew. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the aviation specialists. And the maintenance crew. Really? Like, who does that? This country is hustling backwards like a mug, boy. I tell you, man. And then now he wants to blame everything on Biden. But Biden set a bill. Y'all shot it down. What do you want him to do now? Right? So I understand you want something new, but we could have had it upgraded and got something new later on. But we shouldn't be getting any gifts like that. We got to definitely pay for it. Maybe a super discount, but we need to pay for it because you want owe Qatar something. I'm sure of it, right? Not only is he just doing that because he left to go check this jet out, he also is taking a trip to like South Africa, right? For some weird ass reason. Nah, it ain't weird. Because Elon Musk has been trying to save the white South Afrikaners, they call themselves, after they went to somebody else's country, colonized it, and took all of their stuff. And then the black Africans, the original people, actually said, nah, we taking our stuff back. And they did that. And so now white people are living poor in South Africa. Well, like we telling people they got to go home and deporting them. Well, let's deport them right back to wherever they came from. Scotland, England, France, Sweden, wherever they came from. Go back. You can go back home because we know Africa is definitely not your home. But Trump wants to bring them over here because he feels like, they're being, racist things has happened to them. Say what? Do you see how they look outside past us and go to a whole nother country? What about the black people here? What about the brown people here? What about the people here? We're going to go give somebody else citizenship when we have homeless people on the streets in America. Not one person should be homeless. And that's a fact. Not one person. We doing all of this. It's just so extra white so you can get your white numbers up. That is just stupid. And guess what? They're going to have a problem because these white Americans is way different than them Afrikaners, them white Afrikaners. That's a civil war all by itself. So good luck with that, Trumpy. He just doing any old thing. See how they treat us? But there is one good thing now coming out. The Pope, Pope Leo. He from the south side of Chicago. What up, Al? Man, and word on the street says his grandfather was Haitian, but you ain't heard that from me. What up, bro? Leo, you're gonna be fine, man. It's great to see you because you know you are passing. You know what I'm saying? You seen sinners. He can pass. Oh man, this country is crazy. The things that we're doing is just out of this world. And do you guys remember last year when they posed the question to women? It's always an outlandish question. Uh, would you rather go into the woods with a bear or a man? Well, probably 98% of the women was just like a bear. And you know why? I'm with him. I would have said a bear too, right? I'd rather go there. I get it with the bear. You know what I'm saying? I might be good with the bear. Now, the question for the fellas this year is, do you think 100 men can take down one gorilla? A lot of people like, no, you crazy, the gorilla is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But no, hear me out. If you have a strategy, it can work. Now, the first 10, 12 men are going to be collateral because the gorilla going to be eaten. You going to have to jump him all at the same time. 1, 2, count to 3, bow, and get him. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, it's going to be a few of y'all. It's going to be a few of y'all not going to make it, though. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Oh, my goodness. So now, right, touring season. So you got Chris Brown on tour right now. You got Beyonce with the Cowboy Carter. Ooh. And she done brought Blue back. Blue is dancing way better than she was before. You know, it takes practice. Now they got Lil Rumi. Lil Rumi like, what up? She going bananas. And all people are worried about, which is sad, is she autistic? Even if she is, she got more money than you and I. Period. End of discussion. Big up to them. You know, I think that's dope that you could bring your kids on tour with you. That's fire. You know what I mean? And I think it's a great thing. Now we got one other person on tour, and yeah, her name is Annabelle. Yeah, the Raggedy Ann doll from 1970. Yeah, they say it's demon possessed, right? So it's at this it is actually being housed at the Warren Occult Museum in Monroe, Connecticut. I had to remember that name because I was like, that's a weird name. So anyway, I never even heard of this museum, but okay. Anywho, they're housing this demonic doll, right? But the craziest thing is that this doll now is on tour. For Mother's Day weekend, this doll Annabelle was at West Virginia Penitentiary. It's been shut down for many years, so I guess they were trying to do something ghostly there. Yeah, no. No, I seen the guys transporting her, right? And they had to have on gloves. Then after they had the gloves and they transported, put her back in her box, they had to have holy water on their hands. That's a lot of work for a damn doll. You serious? White people, y'all do too much. That messing with dolls and stuff, anything with demonic, we ain't messing with. We ain't touching, we ain't nothing. We don't care if it's with 10 gloves. We don't even want to be that close to that energy, right? But now she's in San Antonio. No. She's in wait a minute. She's in Louisiana. She's in Louisiana this week for a couple of days. After that, she's going to San Antonio. They're going to some sort of psychic fest. Like what? Think about it, man. I might have to call and see if I can open up for her. This is just jokes. I don't play with that. When it comes to demonic spirits and all that, I'm good on that. Keep it to yourself. But yeah, she's on tour. If you want to see her, they got tickets. Look online because I ain't looking, is what I'm saying. Do your thing, Annabelle. I mean, not really do your thing, but you know what I'm saying. Some things you just don't mess with, people. And that's one of them, is what I'm saying. Anywho, that's what the streets have been saying. When the world goes quiet, they speak up. This is Forte in your face. New segment alert, new segment alert. Yes, this is my new segment. So, remember how I was telling you about last week, Shiloh Hendricks, the white woman who was actually not physically, but verbally accosting a young black autistic kid, 5 years old to be exact, running around calling him the N-word and a whole bunch of other derogatory things, right? So somebody recorded it. A guy, he was just like, you shouldn't be doing this, that, and the other. You know, he stood up for the kid and she didn't care. And neither did all the racists in the world come through and started donating money to this lady because she said she got to protect her family. Say what? From what? She should actually be in jail. Real talk. Because that is a hate crime, especially to a child, a juvenile. But you know, we living in America right now. This thing is crazy. She's almost raised $1 million. So it was a young black web designer or developer named Keandria Damone. And she was just like, we got to do something. I feel like I got to do something. So she dug into the code and found some glitches and made it so Shiloh will never see $1. You hear me? Shiloh Hendricks will never see $1. She shut it down. Real talk. See, and this segment is designed just for that. Those who do things nobody even asked them to, just to help somebody else. That lady does not deserve that money. If you're going to take down Carmelo Anthony's funding, hers need to go down too. Period. She should have never been able to get one because she committed a crime, a hate crime at that. Anywho, big up to Keandria Damone. We applaud you. Keep doing good work, sis. Appreciate you. Make sure everybody hit her up. She's actually on Facebook. She's on TikTok. That's where I seen her. And hit her up. Let her do your webpage. All right. Well, it's that time again that we must part ways. Before we part ways, you know I got to leave you with a little gem, right? So, this past weekend in Atlanta, Georgia, 2 men walked into a neighborhood in full hoods, Triple K style. Needless to say, they didn't make it out breathing. Now, I don't condone violence, but I understand, especially in these situations, because guess what? There's a thing Black people are going through right now. It's called Black fatigue. Yeah, it's a real thing. Google it. This term encompasses the weariness and exhaustion resulting from navigating racism and its effects on various aspects of your life, such as health, work, and education. It is likened to combat stress due to the persistent hostility and threats encountered in a racist environment. That sums it up. That is what we're going through. So when you decide that you want to hate on somebody because of their complexion, be reminded of the two that is no longer breathing, is what I'm saying. Look, I still need you to get up. Yeah, you. Get up, get out, and stop being racist.